Hello guys, welcome to Delicate Flavors with Pallavi. Today, without wasting any further time, we are just going to jump start into the making of a fantabulous chicken masala curry or a chicken curry. And for all the details of the recipe, please refer the description box. So let us quickly start. I was looking for, but you can adjust the consistency as per your desire. We will now marinate the chicken. For that, the first step is I am using vinegar about 5 ml. You can use apple cider vinegar if you wish to, but I am using white synthetic vinegar here. Let this seep in for some time, followed by a cup of curd. This is full fat curd. You can take whatever curd of your choice. So this all goes in. And then into this we add some spices for the marination. We have turmeric, garam masala powder, red chili powder, ginger garlic paste and salt. So this all goes inside. Now mix this thoroughly until all the marinade coats the chicken very well. Now you can use your hands also to do this, or you can coat it with a spatula also. It will just take a little longer for you to do with a spatula. That's it. Now let the chicken sit in the marinade for as long as possible. If you do not have much time in hand, at least give it a marination time for 20 to 30 minutes. Otherwise, the best is if you can keep it overnight. This chicken, I have now sealed it nicely, secure it nicely with a silicone cap, and this will go into the refrigerator until tomorrow morning. The chicken has been sitting overnight. It is nicely marinated, and then we will see the next step. Now the marinated chicken pieces I am going to add one by one in this oil. Do not loop too many pieces as they will start leaving a lot of steam. Also do not cover the pan initially right now. Let this be done for a good 2 minutes from one side, and then we will flip it over. The chicken has been in the pan from 3 minutes, and now I will just flip and see the situation. Yeah, this is the kind of chicken you will want. You don't have to cook it 100%. You cook it about 60 to 70%. Now I will just flip all the chicken pieces. Do not cover the pan. Allow them to sit in the oil and fry properly. This batch of mine is still remaining, and it will take some time for that to be fried. So if you are in a hurry, you can use another pan and you can start frying. In this case, I will start the preparation of the gravy. While the chicken is being done in the pan, what I have taken is I have taken some coriander, some dry coconut shredded. This is already brown. I keep this ready in my kitchen, and this is ginger garlic paste. So I will run this all through my mixie jar. This batch is almost done, as you can see. Now what I will do is I will take out all these pieces and I will put the next fresh batch. I will transfer this chicken into this bowl so that in the same pan I will fry the next batch. So this all chicken is nicely done. It is about 60% done, and I will remove it. Also, please remember to scrape off all the brown goodness, because this is where the actual flavor lies. So scrape it off completely, and that will be a part of your gravy. The second batch into the pan and allow it to cook in the same way. Also keep in mind, do not loop too many pieces. If you loop in too many pieces into the pan, the chicken will start steaming and it will get steam cooked. But we want the chicken to be roasted, like dry roasted. Second batch of the chicken is also done. Now I will pull out all the pieces from this pan into the bowl, and into the same pan we will start the preparation of the gravy. Now I will just walk you through the ingredients that we need for the gravy. What we need for the gravy is pre-sauteed onion. You can use fresh onion and brown it, but I always keep this in my freezer so it is easy for me to make recipes. And this is, I have taken refined flour, about 1 small spoon. I've added some water to it. This is red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili. You can take it as per your liking. Salt, homemade garam masala. You can use any store-bought garam masala of your choice. And this is turmeric. And we have taken a small cup of hung curd. The flame is on low. I have taken the same pan. You can see all the goodness of the chicken left out is still here intact. And this is the real flavor. So into the same pan, I add my pre-sauteed onions. At this stage, you can just take regular onions, but they should be 0 size cut because we are not running the onions through the grinder. The onions has just taken a minute or two to brown because it is already sauteed. Now in goes all the masalas, the garam masala, salt, red chili powder and turmeric. So this all goes inside. Just lightly saute it to remove the rawness of the spices, but also be careful not to burn it. In goes the coconut and ginger garlic paste and coriander mixture, which we have just grind it in the mixie. In goes this. Let this fry for about a minute. While all the masalas are mixed, I am putting in 1 bowl of curd. Now the moment I add curd, I am also going to add my mixture of refined flour, that is maida and water. So just give it a mix in the bowl and then add it. This will just avoid the curd from splitting. So do use this. Also it will help with the thickening of the gravy. But anyway, there are too many ingredients so that the gravy is not going to become very thin. You can adjust the gravy as per your consistency. Now cook this well for a minute or so. Let us check on the gravy mix. Yes, it is nicely browning. Into this, what goes in the left out marinade. So this is also what goes in. So we do not leave any masalas unused. All the spices and all the flavors we try and extract into our dish. This is also curd and we have added refined flour mixture, so it is not going to curdle. So just mix everything. All the ingredients in the gravy we have put in, and now we are going to add our chicken. Now see this chicken which is there, it looks pretty much like a starter. So at this point, if you want to serve the chicken like a starter, you can go ahead and do so. But what I am making is I am making chicken masala. So I will add all this chicken into the gravy. The chicken is well cooked, so there is no need to saute it again. What I will do at this point, I have the mixie jar into which I had grind up the gravy mixture. I will put water in the same jar. Now water you can put as per the consistency of gravy that you want to adjust. Add some more water. And now we will cover this and cook for at least 10 minutes. We have already added vinegar, which is a tenderizer for the meat. Definitely the meat is going to come out very juicy, very moist and well cooked. It's 10 minutes that the chicken has been boiling, and let's see how it is. Yes, it looks completely done. Now I'll just give this a standing time for 10 minutes and I will serve it for you. The chicken is plated now. I will just show you the doneness for the chicken. I'll use a fork, it's like really hot. See, this piece is nicely cooked. You can see how well cooked it is. It is moist, juicy. The chicken gravy is ready and I have made some parathas to go with it today. You can make any flat bread of your choice, any Indian bread. You can eat it with white bread, brown bread, rice, maybe. So that was my way of making my chicken curry, my chicken masala curry, whatever you call it. It is something that I have been doing from quite some time and we all enjoy it at my place. I hope you tried this recipe at your place and do let me know in the comment section below how you have liked it. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel Delicate Flavors with Pallavi. Give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Until I see you next time, bye for now.